Why do you smell like fart? Seriously. Really? No.
Sorry. Hello, and welcome back. This is House Tilvik Gaming. We're running D&D, Dragonlance, Shadows of the Dragon Queen. This is episode 32? 32. Yes. I am your DM, Meg, and... okay. Where last we left our group, they have run a couple important locations. They teamed up with Dalamar the Elf to discover where the City of Lost Names is. He sent them on a couple errands while he inspected ley lines and ran magic to find others. And once they were able to report to him what magic they found where, he was able to determine the approximate location of the City of Lost Names. The group, having the advantage of a ship, was able to sail around. So instead of walking through the wastes, they sailed around the coast and tried to head south and walk south into the City of Lost Names. Unfortunately, they were picked up by a Dragon Army patrol of 3 officers riding Dragonels. They were carried off, and it took a while. A couple of them were carried off. The rest managed to pull some shenanigans to not lose their friends. So you're saying putting the Kender into the bag of holding and dimension dooring into the face of a Dragonel rider is not shenanigans?
Not all heroes wear capes.
Some of them just wear mage robes.
Wrong again.
Oh, that's right. You're not in mage robes at the moment, are you? You're undercover.
And don't you have a cape?
No, he's wearing a fancy coat. Fancy
Long
leather
coat.
coat.
It's a long coat that bellows in the wind. So when I'm dragon riding, it goes...
Long coat is long.
So I look badass, bro.
Bro. So, the group managed to dispatch the Dragon Army officers and land the Dragonels, but not without quite a bit of fight and losing some of their, thankfully, extra meat rations. So.
Don't seem to recall any thank you from the Hammerfist party.
Thumbs up.
Or what?
So, we have, towards the end of the day, you guys flew for about an hour. Maybe a little over. And you are now at an unknown location, having just been flown southeast, or east by southeast.
And it's nighttime?
It's quickly approaching.
Well, I think we decided we're making camp, right?
Yeah, we hastily set up.
Okay. All right. Set up camp. What are we doing tonight?
Digging for rations.
Okay. And thankfully, we've
Question.
had plenty of extras. Yes.
Would we know, judging from the direction we were taking, and at night, can we use the stars to approximate where we're at?
You'll be able to tell that you definitely flew southeast from where you started, but outside that, there's not going to be any specifics.
Well, obviously,
It's for direction, not exact location. Is guiding by the stars.
Okay.
obviously we were traveling the wrong direction to begin with, so we got lucky. Got picked up and put on the right track. So we need to be heading southeast.
Oh.
See you, leader.
He's better with coordinates. So, as soon as everyone wakes up, we head out.
What about breakfast?
Yeah, we decided actually we're taking shifts, aren't we?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Last session.
Yeah.
I gotta rebuild Fred.
Yeah, you wanted to rebuild Fred.
And I'm
I
going-
think you were working on that.
I'm going on a long rest immediately so that I can be up the next day early, like around 1 a.m. and just stay up from 1 to 2 a.m.
Right. Elvin.
Yeah, my arms
Elvin
are too
wellness.
numb and tingly to sleep, so
Yeah.
I'm first.
Yeah.
All right. Arm's still bothering you a little? Good to know.
It's okay for Kretz and Bobarim to nuzzle up to one another, right? No, I'm gonna set up and let the group know that we're in fact going to take shifts. Keep an eye out for Dalamar. I imagine that this little fire we have going will undoubtedly attract him or someone. I will set up my bedroll,
Okay.
divvy up the rations amongst everybody from out of the bag of holding, start giving them meat and bread and vegetables, that sort of stuff. And then settle in.
Okay, so since you went ahead and just set up camp, you're not in the wash, because the Dragonlance couldn't land in the wash where you are.
Didn't we fly way the heck southeast of that? We were never in the wash, right?
You were in the wash. You got picked up from one of the washes.
Oh,
It's a spider web of washes.
sorry, that didn't contextually didn't understand that we were in a different wash. Got it.
Quite alright. Sorry. The Dragonelles couldn't land in the washes in your particular location, so you're on the high ground at the moment.
When you said contextually, I thought Kentucky and I got confused.
Yes, in Kentucky there are no washes. That's why they smell.
Here, goodness. So, you're setting up. How long does it take you to rebuild Fred?
About 2 hours.
2 hours. Okay. So, since you all were particularly exhausted, it's not quite dusk when you set up. You set up, settle in. You still have enough daylight and into dusk to be able to build out Fred. You don't have to work by the light of the campfire until you're putting on finishing touches. What are you doing?
She's gonna see if she can help anywhere.
Tell me how it's gonna help rebuild Fred.
Grab a stick from the ground.
I mean, she's pretty interested in how that works, so
Okay.
she's either going to watch or offer help,
Okay.
or watch and then decide she's going to help.
Great.
Once it gets dark enough, I'm gonna cast a magical tinkering light against the stone, so I can get more light.
Okay.
So she'll cast light too, make it extra bright.
That'll really get Delamar's attention.
Or somebody.
And somebody's.
As night settles in, you hear distant whooshing. Sounds like the wash is flooding again. Takes a little while, but soon you hear it in the wash near you. But you hear something else as well. Scuffling. Now cussing.
Oh.
And you hear the sound of rope and skittering and someone yelling in common coming from the wash as it starts to flood.
Do I hear this?
Everyone hears this.
But I'm in. Okay. But how if I'm in a meditative trance? Does it break me out of it?
Oh, you went under as soon as it went dark, right?
This is what I'm saying.
Right. No. Anybody who's still awake. So
So basically, not me and Bobarim.
Thordak, Bobarim, you said you couldn't sleep yet because of your arms?
Correct. Could not sleep.
Okay.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. Temmy's not going to hear it right away. She's too hard focused trying to figure out what's going, like, how Fred's being put together. And what were you doing?
Should we roll for perception to see who actually hears it, or are we?
No. It's practically right next to you guys.
Oh.
So
that begs the question with me, like, do I hear it?
that I'm going to need a perception roll in a second. I need to find out what she's doing.
Economic guide.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're just reading. Okay. Yeah, so I'll need perception to see if the noise. So yeah, everyone else, gonna take Temmie a second longer than everyone else, but just because she has no idea how Fred's being put together and she's fascinated.
Nope. 7.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Concentrating on
Yeah.
regening.
Yeah.
So how many hours into my supposed sleep cycle?
I'd say 2, because that's how long, about how long, Thordak's been working on Fred. So you're deep in the middle of it.
Is the sound coming from like down below us?
Yes. But it's getting closer. You heard a metal clang, and the voice is getting closer.
Voices.
Voice is.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, I would stop and look at Temmie. Did you hear that?
Considering it takes her a second longer, she'll notice it once he points it out, and she's gonna be like, "What is that?"
I'll get up and walk over to Kritz, but not wake him up. Be at the ready, like to grab his shoulder and prepare a firebolt.
Well,
Should I?
I got bad news for you.
Should I look?
This will have counted as a short rest for you, so some of your stuff will have.
If I wake up.
If you wake up.
Okay.
So that,
Just my sorcery points come back? No spell slots?
is that what happens for a short rest for you? Okay.
It's about to get real interesting real fast.
Okay.
If that's how it goes, that's how it goes. I spent a lot of energy trying to save them.
You did. You very much did, and...
I got 2 thumbs up from Cisco and Ebert.
Thank
Wow.
you, Tammy.
Did you say thank you, Temmie?
You're
Yep.
welcome.
She did make friends with the dragon. That much is true.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that...
Average Kender behavior.
Average Kendra behavior.
That's pretty mid.
Kadeem heard that she would have had her sword out in alert.
Your sword?
So,
Sword.
So we probably have Sylvie
Sorry.
sleeping somewhere nearby. So she's just gonna. So Temmie's just going to get up and Well, hold on. So it's coming from somewhere in the distance.
Below you. You're on a mesa. You're on a plateau. And there's
Okay.
a wash below you, and the water's starting to come in, and you're hearing from below because it's echoing, right?
Right. Okay.
Someone's dragging rope, and you hear clang of metal, and they're cussing in common.
Then she's going to go to the edge and then just like go down and kind of like just peek over it.
What you see climbing up the rope is a human attempting to carry a torch. But he drops it. And you see scurrying up the wall of the wash behind him 5 giant spiders.
Oh. And what is the rate in which this person is climbing up and these spiders are crawling?
Well, the spiders got partly caught in the wash, in the water, so they're wet and slipping a little. He is not climbing as fast as he would like. he was struggling with the torch, but now he is climbing. The wash here is only about 15 feet deep. So, he was already halfway up. He heard the water coming. But the spiders were more intent on chasing him than escaping the water at first.
So she can reach that rope.
Yes.
She's gonna cast light on the rope because it's a cantrip. So she's casting light on the rope.
As wait, light only covers a small area, right?
Oh right, it says no larger than 10 feet in any dimension. And it's 15 down.
10 feet of rope.
Yeah.
Still a lot.
Cover part of it.
Okay. Well, he is definitely within that 10 feet of lit rope. And so what you see is a what's the metal spiky thing at the end of ropes when you're trying to climb stuff? Dang it!
Grappling hook?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
There's a quiet you. Grappling hook on one end, and you have just lit 10 feet of rope. As this lights up, you see that this is a young man, young human, male, on the rope. And as far as you can tell, he's in rugged leathers and no colors of the dragon army.
Okay.
When the rope lights up in his hands, he yelps and almost loses his grip. You see him slide a good foot. One of the spiders is pawing at his foot. He manages to kick it and start climbing again.
From where Temmie is sitting, is she more like directly above or
You're
Sorry,
directly
Directly
above.
above.
Yeah.
She's gonna scooch to the side a bit and then aim Eldritch Blast. What hex? Okay.
You're gonna hex and then Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Hex the spider.
Okay, she's going to hex the closest spider to him
Okay.
and then cast Eldritch Blast. And because it's 2, she's going to use the other one on the one that's like second, like right behind the closest.
Okay.
Also she's also hexing for dexterity since they're climbing.
Okay.
Need a lozenge?
Fall is upon us next night. It's the allergies.
Oh, it's a Thai food.
It's the typhoid.
Anyways, so I'm gonna wait. Hold on.
Is anybody else, while she's working on that, is anybody else doing anything?
Do they even hear?
I was waiting to see if she was gonna get Sylvie.
I rolled
a good
double
roll?
5s
Okay.
For what?
for Eldritch Blast.
Plus.
Plus 6, that makes it 11, but still I rolled double 5s. Sad. So I have double 11s? That's close enough, right?
No.
Well, we would see her doing spells now, and I would walk up next to her.
Okay. Thordak, are you doing anything? And Kadim, are you doing anything?
I would also, after Thordak and Temmie looking over the cliff, I would look over the cliff.
Okay. So you all see the same thing. You see a young human climbing a lit rope and attempting to escape not only the floodwaters of the wash, but 5 giant spiders. Thankfully, the rope is illuminating enough that you can see what's going on.
Point at the closest spider and pull the dead.
Am I able
Wisdom
to
saving 13.
Okay.
I just realized something. You can just pull the rope up.
Failed.
I was just about to ask, like, am I able to pull the person up?
Give me a strength check, please.
3 necrotic damage.
Okay.
A whole 3.
Temmie's going to help.
If Temmie helps Kadim, would that be advantage?
Mm-hmm.
She has a -1, but she's trying.
It's just a roll, not a saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Plus your modifier of +3.
And advantage.
21.
The young man on the rope is slender, and being that he's holding onto the rope well and using his feet to dig into the edge of the cliff, you're able to haul him up with ease. And he barely gets a look at any of you. You're not with them, are you?
What?
You're not.
Ooh.
You're not with them, are you?
Ooh.
The soldiers.
Which soldiers?
No. The dragon army?
Oh. Good grief! And he pulls out a small sword. It's seen better days, but it looks sharp. And he hacks at the legs of the first spider coming up.
Timmy's gonna attempt Eldritch Blast again.
Okay.
She's trying to use a ton of energy and cantrip, so.
I guess as soon as I see the spider come up, I'll just launch the firebolt.
Okay.
Against the hexed one and the and just whichever ones are next.
So it'd be 1 and 2.
1 and 2. 16 and a 26. So I rolled a.
Nat 20.
I was.
Call your nat 20.
Sorry. I was about to say that right after. And
It's not a 26. It's a nat 20. Period.
Okay. So
Okay.
the 16 hits. Damage.
Sorry, there was
It's okay.
2 and so.
You only have 2 blasts.
Yeah. But she's aiming him at the different
For some reason I
spiders.
thought it was 3.
Oh.
Five and 9 for my for damages. So
So 5 for the first one and 9 for the second spider.
yes, I would say the one
Plus the crit. Did you forget this?
I was going to roll this one a second time. I was going to say I was gonna take the
Sweet pea.
Oh
Sweet
my
pea.
goodness.
What's the max damage for a single bolt?
13.
13.
It's 1d10 plus 3. She's supposed to get on the crit a full one. So it's 13.
13
Out the door. Plus your roll.
plus the 7.
Uh,
So 20.
was it? Wait, what? 7?
5.
Yeah. You should
Second
5 against the first one and 7 against the second one.
It was 9 against the second one.
9. Okay. So 13 and 9, so 22.
So 9 on the first one plus your 1d6 because you hexed it. Roll a d6 on the first one. Hi, welcome back to D&D.
What's happening? 4.
With
4.
another 4 for the hex. Okay.
Wow, so to go back in order, you rolled how much on the first one? 7? Plus 4?
Yeah.
What was the damage in the first one? So it's 5 and 9 or
The
5 and 7?
The first one, the one that was hexed, I wanted to
What was the damage on the roll? The first one, without the d6.
The first one was a
Is it 5?
this is a 9, this is a 5.
Okay, so 5 plus 4 is 9. So the first one is a 9.
Right.
That was
Okay.
hexed. The second one, which she got a crit on, was 22.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm clarifying that.
Yes.
All right, there you go. Welcome back.
The first one slides backwards as it's hit by the blast. But it continues up over the edge, fully over the edge of the cliff. The second one, you blast it as it only gets the first set of legs up and over, and it's only just starting to haul its carapace up, and you blast it straight in the face, and it screeches, falls backwards, and you hear this poosh in the rushing water below.
Did it land in carrot pieces? Carapace, never mind.
I'm gonna rush at the spider that's already up there
Okay.
and inflict wounds.
Inflict wounds. Okay.
What about my?
Is it 21 hit?
Yes.
$15 necrotic damage.
The necrotic damage means that the first spider up chitters, screeches, and then curls up, dead. But as you have rushed forward to cast that, the third, fourth, and fifth spiders are making it up and over.
So then my firebolt will go to the third one.
Yeah. What you got for me?
17.
That hits.
5 fire damage.
Okay. All right. You smell a disturbing smell. Smells vaguely like cooked crab and burnt hair.
Yeah.
Typhoon.
Typhoon. So, 3, 4, and 5 are coming up. 3 was just singed.
Well, you know what I would want to follow up with.
Yeah. Are they all within 5 feet of me?
No, they're spread out along the cliff.
How big is the room?
How big is the room?
I'll Sacred Flame the one that Wolverine hit. Dex save 13.
Okay. Dexterity. $13, you said? Well, good thing you rolled an 8.
Alright. 8 radiant damage.
Okay.
How far apart are the spiders from each other?
I'd say 5 is 10 feet from 4, and 4 and 3 are about 5 feet apart.
Are they in a line? Like they just hopped up and they just stood right there at the edge?
Well, they're still climbing. Yeah, they're climbing over the edge. So yes, they are all technically in a line.
And
Sorry.
how close to the edge is all the friendlies?
Well, your brother is at the edge. Kadeem, did you ever back up after helping the, Temmie, you too?
She's at the edge.
Temmie's at the edge still.
Spoilers.
Kadeem and the human have, he's 5 feet from the edge because, he rushed forward to whack a spider and then backed up again.
Okay, well, it's evocation spell, so I cast Wall of Fire right at the edge.
Okay. Alright. What you got for me?
So you create a wall of fire on a solid surface within range, which is 120 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 20 foot high, 1 foot thick. And I'm trying to see how long it goes. I thought it was 60 feet. But, yeah, 60 feet long.
60 feet long, 1 foot thick. Okay. 20 feet high. Got it.
Yeah. And lasts for a minute. When the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a dexterity saving throw.
What's the save on it?
Dex 14.
Interestingly, 3, the one that you guys were hitting, he failed miserably, but the other 2 were far enough up and skittered forward, so those ones passed. They actually both got 17s.
So it would have been placed like right in front of him.
Okay.
So when
So they skittered back.
full damage is 17, and then the 2 take half. And then one side of the wall selected by you, deals 5d8 fire damage to each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that side or inside the wall. So the wall facing
Them.
outward. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So the spider that wasn't able to dodge, it just crisps up. And the smell of burnt hair and cooked crab gets stronger.
Right.
The other 2, they're singed. And you hear chittering and screeching from the other side. The water has risen. They have nowhere to go except around. You said this is 20 feet long?
60.
60 feet long.
20 feet high,
20 feet high.
5 feet thick.
5 feet thick. Okay.
Like
1 foot thick.
1 foot thick.
That's what I said, 1 foot thick.
Okay. Services. So,
The 5 of them.
wow, they can't make it around in their turn. So they're what do you say
Creature
happens?
takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there.
Okay, so that 17. So they have to make.
And they get
dex-
burned again.
Okay. Do they have to make the
They have to
dexterity
save
check
again.
a second time?
And it just says a creature takes the same damage.
Okay.
I would guess they would have to, because it's a big firewall.
Yeah. You hear them skittering down, trying to pass around the edge of the fire. But between trying to stay up and out of the wash and avoiding the fire, they're struggling. So as the time passes and you hear them skittering on the other side of this crackling flame wall, you start to hear snapping and popping as their carapaces catch, the hair on their carapaces on their legs catch, and the fats within their exoskeletons start to sizzle forth, and you stop hearing noise outside of the rush of water and the crackle of flame. You're out of initiative.
You never called initiative.
I know, I never called initiative.
I had no idea who was going on.
No, I was like, I don't think they're initiative.
Yeah. But,
I don't know
The,
when he did anything.
so,
But there's nothing wrong with that combat.
you now have a young human male standing there, staring at you.
As I
How are you?
release the firewall, I'll look down at Kretz to see if he was nudged or woke up from that.
Hearing fireballs and spells being cast while I'm like deep in trance. I don't need the DM to ask me to check this one. Nope. First one was a 7. The second one was an 8.
Slightly better.
You,
No, I'm determined to rest. I trust you.
you guys,
I just nod at him and I go back to where I was playing up.
I'm just gonna look at the human, and then go back to working on Fred.
he
I'll be, oh, fearless leader.
quietly sheathes
You know.
his sword and stands there.
What are you doing here?
Escaping spiders?
That's obvious.
Sorry.
Who do you work for?
I don't work for anyone? I live out here.
Who are you?
Did you say this, Timmy?
Yes. Who are you?
My name is
Who are you?
My name is Klystron.
What?
C-L-Y.
Wait. What?
C-L-Y.
C-L-Y.
S-T.
S-T.
R-A-N.
R-A-N.
Nice, Jim.
Yes. I live out here.
I'm gonna call you Cly.
Sure. One of my friends was taken and I was seeing if I could get her back and
Taken by whom?
he glances at you all again and double checks your clothing and by the army that's been marching through here, the ones with the what did I hear them being called? Draconians? Yes, Kenna was taken.
Kenna. So how do you spell that one?
K-E-N-N-A-H. I was initially excited to see strangers in the wastes, but well, they didn't turn out to be so friendly, and our community is small and well hidden, so I'm doing everything we can to keep them away. But Kenna and I scavenge for anything useful. Unfortunately, she got taken. Seeing if I could get her back, but the camp she's in is too well guarded. I can't do this alone.
I have one more question for you.
Yes.
What lies to the southeast?
Ah, that would... Well, to the southeast is the camp where Kenna was taken. There's several cages. They've got a boulette, which how they ever captured that is beyond me. But there's a boulette and 3 elves that I've never seen the skin color before, and
Did you say a boulette?
boulette.
Boulette?
Yeah.
Is it a person?
B-U-L-E-T-T-E.
Is it a thing?
It's a thing.
You said captured a boulette.
Yeah.
Is it a creature?
Yes. And they have Kenna.
What was the skin color of the elves?
They're blue.
Oh, from the temple. Seals.
If I didn't know these lands so well, I grew up here. If I didn't know these lands so well, I probably would have been captured along with Kenna. She got distracted.
So he ditched Kira.
How far to the southeast? I say over my shoulder.
Oh dear. Several miles. Once I started running, I kind of lost track. By daylight, I'll be able to get my bearings again.
And I'll say, maybe that's where the Dragonlance were going to take us. To everybody.
What was that?
He was saying maybe that's where the Dragon Elves were trying to take us.
Ah. That makes sense.
Can you fight?
A little. I mostly scavenge. I mean, I can usually hold my own against a single giant spider, but I try to avoid them altogether. I'm very interested in the local fauna.
So, how are you gonna get your friend back?
Was not sure.
I think if you just walk in there, you'll be killed, so...
That's why I'm walking away. I was hoping to find more of our community and, well, either mount a rescue or determine what to do. I have to ask Ness. Ness always knows what to do.
I don't know who Ness is.
Who's Ness?
She's leader of our home.
Can you lead us there in the morning?
To the camp or home?
To your...
To the camp.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Is that
What was that?
didn't catch that.
I asked what you'd said.
Oh. Oh, that we're gonna we'd like to head to the camp.
Understood.
If that's all right with the leader.
Yes, but... There's so... Just how will we rescue any of them? Of the prisoners? There's most likely going to be guards and shifts. We're going to have to scope it out.
Yes.
It's gonna be dangerous, but I believe we can do it.
I would be grateful for any help or information. I mean, being as we live out here in the wastes, we're not exactly a big community. So, losing even one of us.
When we retrieve your friend, where's your community so we can take her back safely?
Can I get to know you a little better before I tell you where we live?
Fair point.
Thank you. I do apologize. I would love to just bring you there, but with all the strange goings on lately, it's not safe.
That makes sense.
That's all right? Okay.
I think so.
Lovely. Well. We did. One of the other scavengers mentioned that there was a second army. Are you with them? Not the ones in the dark armor, but the ones with the blue and gold standards.
That's the Kelman army, by the way.
How are you traveling with your whole village?
What?
Is that not your entire village?
What? Oh no, we
No,
from the
that's
city.
from Calamon.
Really? There's certainly not that many people at home. So, this is honestly the most amount of people I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
All the comings and goings of all of these soldiers and... Yes. I only know it's called an army because it's what someone else said, so...
An army is like hundreds or thousands of people.
And their only purpose is for fighting?
If they're needed, then yeah. Otherwise, they'll go back to the normal life, I think. Unless they're a guard. Because if they're a guard, because then the guards would just be guarding and then... What do they do?
Oh my gosh, Trinity trying to form a thought.
He...
Did you say that?
Yeah, no.
Oh, no, said yeah. She was gonna be
Like, oh my
"What?"
god, that's messed up.
He seems to follow your train of thought. Understand what you're attempting to say.
This guy gets me. Ah.
Do... Is it alright if I just lay down by the fire?
Be sure to project a little bit more for the mics. You guys speak a little bit too quietly when you're pointed this way. Like, face and project a little more.
Oh,
Eventually, I'll fix these things.
Okay. I think it's okay.
Just know that we're gonna keep a tight eye on you.
I wouldn't expect any less. I mean, I did just show up out of the blue with a bunch of spiders. So he goes
It's
and
fine.
sits by the fire and tries not to crowd anybody. Lays down. Can anybody who is keeping an eye on him can see the moment that the adrenaline wears down and he finally relaxes. And after a while, goes to sleep. So,
Does someone have a parchment?
So when we shift our switch a guard, and Kretz wakes up and sees this guy sleeping.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's some random human in ragged leather and
Does someone have parchment and something to write with?
What did you say?
she's
Does
asking
someone
if
have parchment and something to write with?
Come here.
What?
I'm here.
She walks over.
There you go.
She'll take it and go to the ground and start writing. Hi Kretz, if you're awake before anybody else, this guy's okay, don't worry about it. We're fine. Teddy. And then she's gonna find
Don't mind
her-
the crispy spiders.
Huh?
Don't mind the crispy spiders.
Don't mind the crispy spiders.
Well, they're not up on the mesa. They're fallen, right?
no, well, one of them is.
Crispy spider. She's gonna find a
Oh no,
shoes.
two of them are.
Spiders. I'm sure there's rocks around here.
Yeah.
So she's gonna grab a rock and then hold it down with a rock so it doesn't blow away in the middle of the night.
Okay.
And decides to go rest.
Okay.
And she's putting it right next to the human too. Just very quietly and carefully putting that note there.
Next to the
Not next to Kretz.
right, not in Kretz's hands, but next to the human. Got it. Got it. I
He's
love
gonna-
that. Nope.
He's gonna get up and look at the human and then see the note.
Okay. Kendra logic. I love it. Okay.
I'm looking at Timmy doing this, and I just, and I swig from my flask and close my eyes.
I'll work on finishing Fred and wait for my shift.
Okay. So, Thordak takes the last hour and a half or so until it is Kretz's time to wake up. So you get your full 4 hours.
So I can touch this button here that says
Long rest, yes.
Okay. Just checking. Okay, long rest taken.
Okay.
I just start coming to. What do I see?
So as you come to, you see Thordak putting like a little bit of polish on his Fred 2.0. You see the usual suspects laid out by the fire, and you go, okay. In your head, you think 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait.
What was that?
What did you roll?
Kretz instinctively
Oh no.
sees a problem. Is Thordak's back turned to the fire where this person is sleeping?
Thordak, was your back turned to the fire, or were you facing...
Because he said earlier when he approached, he was just talking over his shoulder to this new person.
Right.
Kretz wouldn't know that. I'm saying as a player, this is why I'm asking this question, because I am now as Kretz thinking, as a player, I imagine Kretz would find his back is turned working on Fred.
Right.
2.0.
No, now it's it's to my side, so I get the light.
Okay.
So it's to my right.
Here's
The-
what
the-
I'm looking to see. Is this individual on the floor in peripheral to him? Even though he's to the side, like, is he in his periphery in
Yes.
any way? Okay. But he's focused on
Yeah.
Fred.
Mhm.
So Kretz wakes up in a mood.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And sees that you are working away, and assuming that you dropped your guard, says, "Fuck me, Lilt!" and throws out the dancing sword
Okay.
over the sleeping individual, and I cast lightning lure on him.
Cast what?
Lightning lure.
Okay.
Now he's prone. Well, he's sleeping. He's on the ground. He's
Yeah.
asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Oh.
So this is gonna
You
go
didn't see
pretty
the-
ugly.
Paper.
No, I wake up, there's a stranger in our camp, everyone's asleep except the one guy who's on duty whose attention is not to this person who probably snuck in.
Should have put the note in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
I see that. Timmy did not.
Yeah. Wait, that was wrong. I don't have to cast anything in this case. This person who's asleep has disadvantage on a strength 15 save.
Yes.
So he needs to make a strength, unless you decide he automatically fails it.
Let's try it.
See what happens.
He failed.
Ah.
So, I'm gonna ask for flavor.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. What do we got?
The target must succeed. This is how it reads. You
Okay.
create a lash of lightning energy that strikes at one creature of your choice that you can see within 15 feet of you. I'm assuming he's within 15 feet. I should have asked that to begin with.
Yes.
Okay. The target must succeed on a strength saving throw or, if failed, be pulled up to 10 feet in a straight line toward you, and then take 1d8, in this case 2d8 lightning damage, if it's within 5 feet of you.
Okay.
The flavor is, can I forego the damage and pull him to me? See if he wakes up, and then if he doesn't, let the damage loose? Or
Yes.
Or is that gonna be, I attacked him, he now takes damage?
No. I like this. I like this.
Okay, because either way it works, Chris isn't gonna give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, he woke up instinctively, the fuck, drew basically his magic sword out,
Yeah.
and then immediately cast lightning lore and brought him to him because he's like, what the fuck? Okay, so this is a big WTF moment for him. So in that case, I pull him the 10 feet towards me. Now is he within 5 feet of me? I understand I'm dragging him on the ground.
Yeah.
Good. The sword follows and stays at his neck.
So you've got him basically wrapped in this
Lightning.
Would it be
Well, should-
noisy?
It'll, well, I don't know.
There's a crackle of electricity. So heavy sleepers aren't going to notice.
But I would.
Yeah, you would. Crackle of electricity and a flash of light as the lightning lure goes and wraps this human up, and you drag him across the ground in between your sleeping friends and the fire.
Okay. So I still have a hold of my lightning lure.
Yeah,
Does he wake?
he does. And he looks panicked, struggles.
Who are you?
I would have caught his attention before he. Basically at the pole before he woke up.
Okay, so he's being pulled, he's waking up, he's panicked, but you see what's going on.
Brett, stop.
I'm in fight or flight mode. I'm fighting. You yelled that, right?
Oh, yeah, Elder, yeah.
Okay. I'm not listening. Who are you?
Clystron?
From where?
Prestidigitation on his face.
On whose face?
Your face.
For
Soiled.
soil my... Really?
Yep.
With what?
I let loose.
Oh.
I'm in panic mode. I
Yeah.
let loose 2d8. That's not great, dude. 10 lightning damage. 10 electric damage, yeah. And then, like, I'm hit it, I don't let go, and I shock the shit out of him.
The young man,
And I'm now, like,
Thordak, what you see,
moving mud or whatever you put on my face. I'm trying to
is-
get out of my eyes.
Clystron arch his back and scream from pain.
The spell's now dropped because that's the remainder of the spell. The spell's now cast and done. But my sword's still above him.
He is laying there, twitching slightly.
I clear my eyes. The fuck did you do that for? One more wrong move, you lose your head.
Right.
He's gasping and whimpering. Oh no, he's yelling that at Clystron.
I'm yelling at Clystron. I'm not looking at you.
Oh.
I'm not hearing it.
Well, I'm gonna walk up to Tyson and cure wounds on him.
What are you doing?
But
He was just laying there.
I gotta turn him down.
being startled, awake, and then shocked, Clystron has unfortunately pissed himself.
I will not prestidigitate that off.
He
My sword's still drawn. What the fuck, Dordak?
He sees the glint of the sword in the firelight.
He
He's
snuck
not
into
getting
our
up.
camp. You didn't see him.
Snuck in laying down in our camp. I'm gonna pick up the note, hand it to him, go back to Fred.
I look around. What's going on?
You can explain.
Shut up. Thordak, please explain what's going on. Who is this person?
We had to save him from some spiders
When?
while you were in your trance.
That's not possible. I'm still aware of my surroundings.
Were you?
According to the spell, no. That's not possible.
I'm gonna point to the charred carcasses of the spiders.
I look over and I see them. Oh, what the fuck? And he's friendly.
Yes.
And you vetted
Yes.
this? Shut it.
Okay.
Sword still drawn.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Are you sure?
What?
Are you sure?
Yes.
I will put the dancing sword away. Grab it. Resheath it.
Very relieved to see that no longer
He's
dangling above his head.
Still on the ground, right?
Yes. He's terrified. He's afraid to get up.
Don't move.
Yes, sir.
Now I walk over to Thordak a little less loudly and a little more quietly. Why is he in our camp?
Well, he's gonna lead us to a camp southeast of here, where we were probably getting taken by the Dragonel, where his friends are.
Why didn't you... just get my attention? Why didn't you awake me? Why didn't you alert me?
You were busy. You need a rest.
That's
We can handle spiders.
That's not the spider part. It's the waking up to a stranger in our camp. I'm sorry. All right. Sorry. I
All right.
was just a little. Look, after almost losing you to Dragonelle, I didn't really appreciate waking up to a new face in camp without warning. I just a little on edge.
Well, sorry, Tammy should have left that note in your hand.
What note?
There's a note nearby.
Didn't he hand you? Didn't he hand Kretz the note?
Did you hand me the note?
He did.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Is it? Oh, this note.
Yes.
And I read the note. Why didn't she just put this in my hand? What the? Okay, all right, all right, fine. Right. Did you say your name was Clydesdale?
Clystron?
Right, that. Clystron. Call you Cly for short.
May I get up, sir?
No.
Yes, sir.
Where are you from?
Nearby,
What does that mean?
we have a small community. I'm from the Northern Wastes.
What do you call yourselves?
We don't?
You don't have a name for your people.
No.
Like, no name at all. Like, you could be Cool in the gang. You could be the Rufios. What is your name?
We're just people?
Do you have a base location?
Yes.
How far from here?
Not terribly far.
What are you doing here?
I was out scavenging and,
For what?
well, anything useful for home.
So
and
you don't have a farm? You don't have livestock?
Not particularly, no.
You must be starving, all of you, and your people.
No.
You can't possibly bring more than, what, 20? Maybe 30?
Well, no, there's a few of us, but
And how do you
it is a
survive
small
if you have to
community.
scavenge? What do you live off of?
Well, scavenging is for odds and ends. Like,
You already
he
said you
stops
don't...
and he thinks and he goes, "Oh, my grappling hook."
You've already said you don't have a farm.
Yes.
Or livestock.
Well, I mean, there's a little bit, but we're fine. We're not a large community, and we hunt, and it's fine.
Do you have a trade route?
No. No, we're wary of outsiders.
That's grand. As you've been made very comfortable in my camp.
I
Our camp.
do apologize. I did ask if it was all right. I'm sorry you were asleep.
So it seems. So you're out scavenging and just decided to shack up here.
Oh, no. My friend I was scavenging with got taken. She got distracted and got taken by
Who's your friend?
Kenna.
Kenna.
Yes.
Same tribe.
Well, yes. I mean, well, except I was born in the wastes and she just kind of found her way here
What
one
does she
day.
look
and
like?
He gestures to Temmie. Well, her size. Blonde. I mean,
She's a Kender.
yes.
Right?
It's a mix of us as humans, a few Kenda, a couple hill dwarves.
Really?
Some of us were born there, and some of us
Any wood elves?
no,
Any high elves?
no.
You
No.
sure?
Yes.
Any mercenaries amongst you that can fight? About any blonde-looking elves?
No.
Buxom, thin,
No. No, we don't get too many elves and
brown-skinned elves?
no.
I'm sure.
Yes.
All right. Go on. You're looking for your friend Kenna. Where did you lose your friend Kenna?
I didn't lose her. She was taken to a camp with the army. The army in the dark armor.
How'd she get caught?
Got distracted and there were some patrols and she got picked up and I followed her and was gonna see if I could break her out, but I can't take that camp alone. So
What did you see at this camp?
humans and those what were they calling them? Draconians.
Humans and dragons.
Yes.
Did you see how many?
They were coming and going. It's a part of a route. So I don't know.
I don't believe you. And here's why. Thievery requires a good eye to stay alive. You said you scavenge. That's called thievery. You may call it scavenging out here in the wastes, but if you're screwing around with a military camp, that's not scavenging, is it?
Well, we weren't trying to screw around at the military camp.
And yet, you got caught.
She got caught.
Well, so then she's not very good, is she?
Well, normally, but you know. Glances at Temmie. Distracted.
What'd you look at her for?
You're traveling with the Kender. I assumed you'd understand.
Understand what?
Their curiosity?
Indeed. And their lack of fear?
Yes.
They're not stupid.
Oh no. Kenna's far from stupid.
And yet she got caught.
Distracted.
They do not lack self-preservation.
No?
Good.
The one who got her was flying. She never saw him coming.
A draconian
Yes, yes,
was flying.
yes. It was, silver.
I look over to Thordak and to see if Thordak's listening and paying attention.
Flying draconian?
Yeah, silver.
Silver.
I just look to see if you're paying attention and see if you make a face or if you hear what he just said.
Freak out a little bit.
You say you freak out a little bit?
Yeah.
How many silver did you see in this camp?
3.
3.
Yes. Two by the big tent and the one that took Kenna.
Any dragons?
No.
And that word doesn't seem to scare you at all.
I saw a dragon when I was a child. I've been looking for them ever since.
What?
I did.
What color was it?
What's that color called? Bronze? Bronze. It glittered. Nobody believes me. They keep saying I saw just one of the wasteland dragonelles, but they're copper. I would know the difference between a dragonelle and a dragon.
A bronze dragon, you say?
Yes. When I was a child.
I believe you.
Nobody else does. My entire community.
Well, until you fight a dragonelle. At any rate,
Oh, no. Why would I fight the dragonelles? They're fascinating creatures. I feed them.
I look to Thordak. Like, I turn my whole head and just stare at Thordak.
I have a question.
You're asleep. I want to make sure you remember that.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
but
They're copper. They're quite amusing.
What?
The dragonelles that I feed. The wasteland dragonelles. They're copper. That's why everyone thinks that I mistook one of them for a
Are
dragon.
they tame?
Ish.
Could you ride one?
I don't know. I haven't tried. I
Do
generally
you-
just bring them meat that I hunt.
Do they fight? Have you ever seen them fight? Do you ever see them hunt?
Yes.
What do? Do they breathe fire?
Oh no. Oh no. Wasteland Dragonels? No. They're... Poison or acid? Hang on. I'm so sorry.
Well, you tell me, Clydesdale. You're the expert here in copper dragonelles. You ever seen a full-grown dragon?
Yes, I'm telling you. That's...
Aside from the bronze one, yes, as a child.
Oh, no.
Do the dragonelles ever grow bigger?
No. No. Acid. No, not fire. Acid.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And how far are these dragonelles from your camp?
2 days?
Do you have any horses?
Not really, no.
And have you seen the red dragonelles that fly by in patrol?
No.
We were picked up by 3 red dragonelles heading southeast of the camp that you claim your friend is at.
What do the red dragonels do?
They breathe fire. It's quite amusing.
It doesn't sound amusing.
No. No, and they're vicious.
Oh.
And these dragons are quite well trained.
Oh no, the Wasteland Dragonels are playful.
You ever heard the story of dragons fighting other dragons? The old story.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Right. Alright. To get you back to rest. My shift is up. I must now pay attention to the surroundings. We'll continue talking in the morning. You need a rest, and I'll keep my eyes peeled.
I would like that. You have a great deal of good information.
Indeed.
Oh, you don't understand. I was born here. I know all of the fauna and this red.
Yes. Yes. Yes, you keep that wonderment about you until you meet one. May the gods forbid it, though.
I mean, the more dragonelles, maybe I will finally get to meet a dragon.
Sure, if that's what you wish so badly.
More than anything.
As long as it's metallic dragon, right? A bronze or copper or silver.
It'd be preferable so I could prove that I didn't make it up.
Oh no, I believe you, especially if you're playing with Dragonlance. Everyone believes you. In fact, the Red Army would believe you. Those that march to the camp southeast of here
Right.
have sworn an oath to the Red Dragon. They are known as the Red Dragon Army. On the other side of the world is the Blue Dragon Army. One could assume there are other colors.
This sounds problematic.
A little bit. So, if you are taming dragonelles, then we have a much larger conversation to have, don't we?
Do we?
I think we're going to be good friends.
Lovely.
Anybody
I don't
else?
get to meet many strangers outside of the ones that Ness finds in the wastelands and brings to home.
Anybody else in your community that feeds these dragonelles?
No.
You're the only one.
Everyone else is afraid of them.
Indeed. Rest up.
Thank you, sir.
Thordak?
Read the brass tacks, Chet.
Oh, my phone's on silent. Got it. DM,
Yes.
could we pause for a break?
Absolutely. Yes.
Like a 15-minute break?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's take a break. All right. We'll be back soon. Chat. There.
5, 4, 3, 2. You're up.
Hi, all. Unfortunately, we're going to have to cut this stream a little short. There has been a small emergency within the group, and we are going to have to stop here. We apologize profusely. Unfortunately, these things happen. Just have a good night. Be safe. We love you all, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.